Babe, and I am finally doing the Inquisitor's Path main quest, What Pride Had Wrought. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Trevelyan's army to the Arbor Wilds, where they will face Corypheus' zealots one final time. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn Magister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its power. Alright, so let's get this started.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work, if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Reasons for stopping Corypheus have gone from revenge to keep the world intact.
It was always so, was it not? The madman would bury us all.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
We've embarked on a quest that ends in facing the most powerful monster in all Thedas. Do get a good night's sleep.
As you wish.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple
Wink, wink.
or this Illuvion.
Wink wink, Coley Wooly. Let's get a good night's rest. Let's start this shit. You know, I feel nerved because I have so much power and I have absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, I highly recommend that everyone take Solus with them on this quest, as he plays a pretty vital role in it all. Now, I'm taking all mages with me. You don't exactly need a warrior for any of this, plus gotta love, or I guess Cole too, because I love Cole. He has a lot of insight in shit like this due to his responses with feeling emotion. Dorian, I take Dorian everywhere, no matter what, and Solus has a lot of vital information in this, as well as a lot of cute banter with Morgan. Use the term cute loosely and however you wish. By the way, this is the second to last main quest of the Inquisitor's Path. Go Josie. God, this is so intense. Orlais. Storm Coast Scouts. And Blades to Viserion, if you chose them. God, I love her eyes. They're so fucking beautiful. Burn all traces. Oh, my colon. That cutscene is between my first and
Inquisitor.
second favorite,
How goes the battle, Captain?
along
The
with
Red
the
Templars
Dawn will
fall
come.
beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Another way to let people down if I falter. Thank you for the reminder.
'Twas not I who raised an army of faithful to storm this land, Inquisitor. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
Oh my
A
god.
place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
I love how nonchalantly she looks over her shoulders. It just makes me laugh every time. Alright. I just hate how your Inquisitor responds witches when she says the Temple of Mythal, specifically when you're playing Inquisitor Llewellyn, as you damn well know exactly who Mythal is, so it's rather embarrassing. Now there is a shit ton, all resources here are pretty damn good. Here's Empress
We are aware
Celine.
of the designs Corypheus has on our lives and people, Ambassador. You must excuse us, however, if our mind wanders to our beloved kingdom.
I pray our lay fares well in your absence.
It is our return to court that concerns us. Our dear cousin Gaspard warns it might align with poor weather.
It's ambitious to predict so far into the future. I'm confident your majesty can weather any storm.
We will see how this battle proceeds. Corypheus yet threatens to engulf us. We are gladdened to see you, Herald. This day will be recalled for ages. We are privileged to witness the fulfillment of the Inquisition's purpose.
There are other ills, Your Majesty, that the Inquisition may be called upon to attend.
We will note them with great interest. Men and women of faith serve you. Their favor is no less than our own. Their service no less dear. With Orlais at your side, we will see you victorious against Corypheus. May you walk in the light.
Now, whoever you put in charge of the Empire will show up. For example, if you put Gaspard in power, he'll show up, or Briola, etc., etc. Now, Celine shows up whether you choose her to rule alone, with Briola, or tie all three together. In my case, she mentioned Gaspard, as I chose to tie all three of the prospective leaders together.
Inquisitor, I hear this Illuvian lies in a temple nearby. That's where the fighting will be worst. Andraste keep you safe.
Are you sure you don't want to grab a sword and wade in?
I shall remain where I'm of some use, your worship. It's all the same. Good luck.
Now, I recommend talking to everyone you can. Check shit out. It's pretty cool and interesting. And this obviously is the Arbor Wild, so this is where you can find Arbor's Blessing like crazy, though it is not the only place, quite obviously. There's a couple opportunities to do cool shit around the camp. So I recommend checking out everything before you go. Plus, I mean, obviously there's loot. Stormheart is extremely abundant here, and obviously Arbor's Wild is. Stormheart's pretty freaking powerful and is always found in mass quantity. So sorry if I'm stalling, but I just want to show you guys all the shit you can check out. I don't even know why I'm taking this. I don't exactly need it, but... I like how everyone's so chill and nonchalant, even though
if the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, Pavos?
It's mostly the people trying to cut our heads off that manage that.
Whatever. A lot of the Arbor's Wild is pretty tricky to get as it grows up pretty high, so you'll have to jump a lot and climb some trees here and there to reach it all.
We can't send people east.
Can't let the Red Templars break the supply lines.
These shit-eating bastards don't have the strength.
All that 3 days ago. You risk them breaking through again.
Fine. I'll rouse the scouts. But don't send anyone else until I give word.
As the sun renews itself, so must the faithful renew their love of the Maker. Your penance shall be a joy, serving him with a heart of love unbound. Your struggle shall be a gift, for it redeems you in his sight.
Maker, let me be a worthy servant, that you might take me unto your side.
My thanks, your worship. Andraste must hear you. I was a pilgrim at Haven. I saw the wreckage and how you emerged to lead us. If the Maker bids me serve you, it will be done.
I absolutely love his voice. It almost sounds a lot like Fenris's, but don't quote me on that. I highly doubt it is.
Where does it hurt? Maker, don't move. You'll open the wound.
Are we driving them back? Do the Red Templars fall?
They fall. You've done your part. Rest.
I just like showing you guys how your soldiers react and how inspired they are throughout all this. I just love how there's a supply crate yet.
Empress Celine's general is just down the hill, Inquisitor. He wishes to join you for the last push.
Gaspard, I believe. Maybe. Okay, hold up. I just need to update Solus real quick. I didn't realize I didn't do that yet. Actually, are you... Alright, I didn't think so. Alright, just wanted to set that real quick. Sorry about that. Oh well, you guys can always fast forward. It's not like anyone usually watches these live anyways. So it is nice, but I don't mind. I'm doing this for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad if you guys appreciate and enjoy watching, but in all reality, it's for me. I mean, of course it's for you guys too, but I don't expect much. Ah, crap, I still have Solus equipped. Okay, maybe that is just the general, huh? I want to know if there's anything up here. Loot is found absolutely everywhere in here, and you need to do some off-around exploring in order to find certain hidden locations within the Arbor Wilds. I'll be showing you what I mean by that shortly. Oh, by the way, these soldiers yell all the time. I know, they sound really stupid. Or maybe it's just me who thinks that, but in all honesty, you don't have to end up fighting any of these guys as your allies and fellow soldiers, or not just like your companions, but like all your allies and soldiers can kill off all these guys completely on their own. Now, if you don't walk around and loot around, you'll miss seeing Liliana as well as Cullen. By the way, if you choose Gaspar as your ally, he will actively fight with you guys. I guess the general wasn't Gaspar. I got confused there. God, I swear, I'm so freaking high level, I don't earn any XP anymore. It's terrible. I don't think I'm max level, so it's really annoying. By the way, in case you don't notice, those are the last of the Grey Warden mages. Now this is Colin's location.
The last of those enslaved at Adamant.
A most inglorious end. Still, if these puppet wardens show no mercy, neither can we.
Sadly, that's true. And this is the way you can go to skip out on a lot of battle wounds, by the way.
For the hell!
For Haven and the Divine.
They fall! The Red Templars fall!
pretty easy to get lost in the Arbor Wilds, by the way. There's a lot of hidden paths, and you'll need to check a lot of them. Specifically, I'll show you one you have to check up here. It's a little ways
There,
ahead.
ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Yep. There's that. There's also another hidden camp, which I'll show you momentarily. The hidden camp reveals a little bit of spoilers and things up to come. No, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but the Temple of Mythal and the secret creatures, which you'll notice quite quickly here, do give you a lot of prelude and foreshadowing and some farther insight into the Trespasser DLC if you connect the dots. Now, as you can see, he said these elves want us dead. Son of a bitch.
We're just attacked by elves.
It seems this Temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Now remember these elves. Remember how they say they're weird elves. They're different. You'll find out for sure in the Trespasser DLC just exactly what this means, I can assure you. Okay, by the way, guys, you have the option when you're going against the Red Templars, you have the leader Samson. If you do Colin's request where you find the line, which is in the Emperor's Stew line, you can talk to Dagna and craft the rune type thing that will disable Samson's armor. If you choose not to do this and fight him with his armor still intact, you have the option to bring Samson in alive. Repeat that, that's very important. You can bring Samson in alive. And you do have the ability to make him an ally or agent. Now that's a really big shock. A lot of your party members are super upset by it. But the fact that that's an option is quite amazing, along as a couple other judgment options. And of course you can let Colin handle it himself. Alright, Liliana is going to be around here. You've reached the scout. There's the elf right there. By the way, your fellow scouts and allies can die, so I recommend reviving them. Or I mean, putting barriers on them when you can and helping them. Plus, if you're not as high level as me, you will gain a shit ton of XP. As you continue on and move farther forwards, you will unlock even more. For example, if you move forwards and head back to a location where Red Templars are fighting your scouts, they will have returned, which is pretty freaking cool. Now here is where you want to divert in order to find the second secret Templar camp. You want to take this path here off to the side. And the archways are that way in case you can't tell. You want to take this path, diverge it. Now that's how you get up there in order to attack those guys. And you want to keep following this tree hollow all the way down here to the end. As you can see there's the prelude to the camp. And you can also enter over here by the river. We'll go that way in a second. Please move. You do need to go this way by the way, in order to get all of the letters, or codex. And there's a shit ton of valuable loot over here, as well as you can see, a supply crate. So much loot. A lot of valuable crafting resources. And a lot of this shit is the really pretty looking stuff. Somehow I have all my potions, but whatever. I'm probably not gonna need them, so might as well if I'm here. Absolutely useless, but who cares? Don't exactly remember what's this way. Ah, there we go. As you can see, this right here is a mini secret Templar, or temple. Which is why you want to follow the arch path. And of course you want to take your Veil Fire and reveal the shit here. Now it's Old Elven, right? I believe there's... thought there was 2 different ones, maybe not. That might be the other place once you actually get inside the temple. Yeah, I guess that's all. Oh well. Either way. There's a codex entry for you guys that a lot of people miss. By the way, there are no landmarks that you can mark in the Arbor Wilds. The Arbor Wilds, you want to take all the resources you want from here, as once this battle is over, you cannot return. And as you can see, this is another location where you can leave and return, and the enemies are back. As you can see, the elves are extremely fast and have very, very, very good stealth ratings. They also have the perceptive trait, which means they can flush your allies out of stealth. So just want to watch out for that. They're worth a lot of XP, by the way, if you have the ability to still gain XP, which I fucking don't. I believe she's over here. Liliana's somewhere in some rune-looking shit like this. Of a bitch. I know Liliana's around here somewhere. One of these temple areas. Maybe it's this one. It's one of these. It's before the final blockade, I know that. Ah. Yeah, I believe it's this one for sure. As you can see. Yep, there we go.
Follow the river to the temple.
Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, she just talks, plus the scouts are everywhere around here. As you can see, the people like to fight who they're with. For example, Celine's general was with the Allies at the farthest, or the earliest area, as she was the last, or the Allies were the last to come. Cohen was with the soldiers, backed by the warden. He's at the bridge, I believe, or he's up here ahead anyways. He's with the soldiers fighting, and Liliana's with the scouts. If I can find wherever the fuck she actually went, you can talk to her. That's if I can find her. Yes, invite me to watch your broadcast as I'm broadcasting. Alright, thanks dude, but no. I really should go back and fight, but... Well, I don't really see Liliana, but the enemies respawn, so I'd prefer not to head back. As you can see, my rogue also has the perceptive trait. As you can see, when enemies are in stealth, you have the little marker showing where they are. Now you can completely avoid going to Liliana's camp by just following the river along this path here. Oh crap, that was cold. Sorry, I just frickin' spilled drink on myself. Right on my exposed hip. Ah, this might be where Colin is. He's somewhere. I know he's by a bridge. Yeah, there he is. I wish I could talk to him, but I don't believe you actually can talk to him. Though, if I can, I will. I can guarantee you that much. It'd be cool if there was some special relationship dialogue, but as you can see, it doesn't look like you can talk to him. Stop walking away from me! He keeps turning his back. You guys notice that? He's probably scared I'm gonna die. I'll be back. You don't have to worry. I always come back. By the way, I'm gonna make a save real quick after I never mind here. Yeah, see, me and my companions are just doing too good. There are supply crates everywhere around here, so they're... Did I save? Oh, shit. Yeah. No, don't overwrite that. Yeah, of course I forgot. Alright, let's go. Now, the shit inside here is absolutely 100% gorgeous.
There. That must be the Temple of Metal.
In front of us, rage burning red. So close to what he wants, what he was, what he will be.
Corypheus.
I hear fighting ahead.
Me too. Let us go.
Namilana Sobanale.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
I don't know.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
I love this part. I hate that part. Inquisitor's like, fuck yeah! The elves killed him. Thus why you're still standing there. As you can see though, crap, I can't remember her name. Calpurnia, maybe? As you can see, she rushed ahead. Witnessing maybe, or maybe not, she's going to finish the quest. Or, as you can see, know something you don't.
It cannot be! Across the bridge, now!
Mythal's magical shield blocking the door behind them. Tense right there. Is it familiar to you what else possesses that ability? Archdemons. Transferring on to the next blighted creature. Though archdemons don't burst from the bodies of wardens or darkspawn, but they can transfer their souls.
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
Hold on. Corypheus mentioned a Well of Sorrows. I thought he was here for an alluvion.
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You're not certain? You said you knew what he was looking for.
Confidence can carry one only so far, it seems.
I suspected. I did not know. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you?
Very much
Whatever
so.
the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Fair enough. I wish
Let's find this
Alistair
well
was here to
before
hear
Corypheus's people do.
Morrigan say she was wrong.
I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus can't really die.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
Sometime I need to bring Varric here and see what he responds to that. Now you have options. I suggest doing this in every room to talk to Morrigan.
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Oh, and by the way, if you side with the Templars rather than the mages, instead of dealing with Samson, if you side with the mages, you have to fight Samson no matter what. You can destroy his armor, which results in a much easier battle, but eliminates the possibility to keep him alive. If you don't destroy his armor, you have to fight a much harder boss battle, though you can choose to kill him completely or keep him alive to judge him as Skyhold, as I mentioned some of the choices previously. If you side with the Templars, on the other hand, you have the option to do a quest, which I believe is opened up by Liliana, in order to discover messenger crystals or memory shards or some shit like that. Go to the old Temple of Dumont and learn just what exactly Corypheus is doing with slaves. This allows you to completely avoid fighting the Red Templars or the second in command. I really can't remember her name at the moment. I want to say it's Calpurnia or something really similar to that. So you can avoid attacking her completely and she'll walk away, or you can still fight her. Either way, you have the choice.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
Time to be sassy. Some origins knowledge here.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Alistair.
We become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now. Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most
revenge,
stories, Mythal rights wrongs
motherly,
while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
This is why you should always bring Solus. He has a lot of commentary to add to almost every part of this mission.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
Oh god. So much of these questions, all of these, will and can be answered. They will all be answered in the Trespasser DLC. Now, I recommend to absolutely everyone to get that DLC as fast as you can. It contains such vital information, as well as choosing the fate of the Inquisition, the aftermath, and revealing just what Dragon Age 4 might be about. Now, I am absolutely dying here with spoilers, but I will refrain from saying them.
You've seen the elves here.
Everything in this quest will be answered.
Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the Alathan. The second appears unlikely, but if
I know the answer to this too.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
It is thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
Okay, now for everyone, you have the option to do these rituals or to not. I will tell everyone, I would highly, highly, highly recommend to do all of them. As sure, it takes a bit more time, it can be kind of complicated, but the rewards are much higher. As you have the ability to make a potential ally or to not. But I would highly recommend it, as you'll see shortly. Ah, crap.
Do you know what this part of the
room is? These customs must have been as familiar to England. The second appears unlikely.
Now I want to show you this dialogue real quick.
Is that even possible? How?
With magic, anything is possible. Whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully kept the temple a secret. They must kill all who enter, even the daily. A more sensible question might be...
That's true, by the way. If you're a Dalish Inquisitor, you unlock special dialogue options and choices in here.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalassan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
We're out of luck unless one of those temple elves drops a lexicon.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
In order to create these puzzles, you simply can want to step on each tile once, and if you step over the tile again, you erase them. Now, your companions will not affect it. For example, if they walk over a tile, it will not result in any change. Though if you, perchance... Now, if you by any chance switch companions while in the middle of that, whatever tile your companion is standing on will then be activated. Other than that, your companions do not affect your progress
already
there.
Encountered the temple's guardians.
Charming. My countrymen don't make friends easily, do they?
They hurt themselves for years to get stronger, but they still die so easily.
Perhaps we shall fare better.
Now you want to explore every aspect of the temple. There's a lot of hidden lore, hidden knowledge, and dialogue, so I will do that for you.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen Harel. In elven tales,
oh my god,
he tricks their gods into
spoiler.
sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mathrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
Oh.
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
I love putting that in. You actually have the option to say that dialogue even when you're in a relationship with Solus, by the way. It's still the same reaction, but it's still funny either way. Oh god. Now, as I said, always bring Solus along for this mission. It reveals so much. And by the way, this is the
Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.
Now, I also recommend bringing Dorian if you can spare, bringing another mage along for this quest no matter what, as since Tevinter destroyed the Elven Empire, or so history says, hint hint, it would explain why Dorian makes most of the comments he does. Now, that is the only ritual you actually have to complete, by the way. You have to complete it in order to enter the temple. The others are optional for obvious reasons.
Don't let them pass!
Tevinter whispering. I love that. Tevinter is quite similar to Arabic, by the way, based on their language and accent. If you guys ever noticed that is. And Tevinter names are very similar to Roman. Really? Come here, Major Boy.
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
People are dying outside while we stand here. If we use the tunnel, more of our soldiers can flee.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
You're very eager to reach our destination.
Are we not all eager to stop Corypheus from achieving his mad plan?
It sounds like what you want is that well.
Obviously.
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
You barely know what the Well of Sorrows is, but you want to restore it.
Yes. Is Thedas so full of wonders that we should leave them to die one by one?
Now, I agree with Morrigan on this. I just said that
Mankind
because my
blunders through the
Inquisitor.
world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true.
Cough, cough, forbidden magic. Cough, cough, the
I
dark
read
ritual.
more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well
Now,
of
what I
Sorrows,
don't understand is why
but
Solus didn't call her out on
terrible
this.
price.
Because I know Solus could read it too,
What
for
exactly did that
reasons
altar say about
that
the
are
Well of
obvious and
Like most
reasons
elven
you'll find out in
writing, it was
Trespasser
insufferably
DLC.
vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
What sort of curse should we brace ourselves for if we use the well?
'Twould be easier by far to advise you of a curse. This price is not so well defined. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way. Yes?
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
It may have served as a chamber of reflection. More importantly, I suspect none were permitted beyond. Ancient texts claim Mathal passed judgment in the flesh, but 'twas surely the priests who proclaimed rulings here.
Why did the...
We may safely assume one did not petition high priests for Mathal's justice by strolling up. I see no more insufferable ceremony here than in a chantry.
I agree.
More rituals?
I believe they signify an intent to lay oneself bare, to champion. Mathal's cult was not fond of vacillation. One approached them with nothing less than complete confidence.
What happened to those who were less sure of themselves?
Legend. Perhaps this place has a more gruesome history than we know.
I want to discuss...
Oh. An opportunity to use the well may not even arrive. All I meant to suggest is that, if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences.
You would pay the price for this, and you don't even know yet what it does.
We know Corypheus seeks the well and believes it valuable. We also know it to be guarded jealously, the last remnant of a culture thought dead and gone. So yes, I would take my chances, if you permit it.
What if I don't permit it? What then?
What would you propose? Leave it be? Allow another to find and take it? Someone worse, perhaps, than Corypheus?
You're better than Corypheus.
I am. Have I proven myself so unworthy of trust? The discussion may be moot. We cannot know. I only ask you to consider.
You said you want to preserve old powers. To what end? What will you do with them?
There is a struggle to control the world's future path. Can you not see it? History haunts us, Inquisitor. It seeks to resurface. Corypheus is but the first to arise. For all the evil that was, there is also good. I will fight for it. I must.
I really wonder how Morrigan's personality is if you don't complete the Dark Ritual. Personally, I've yet to do a playthrough where I haven't. But when Morrigan has her son, her personality changes greatly. She's so good, you don't almost even recognize her. Even Alistair comments on him, if you kept him a Grey Warden, that is.
I'm having trouble picturing you as the champion of all that is good in ancient magic.
You would not be the first, I assure you.
At Alistair?
What if something happens to you? What about your son?
Kieran is a strong lad. He will thrive, with or without me.
Are you sure of that?
I am sure of precious little these days.
Now, by the way, in this playthrough, I had a romance with Morrigan with my warden. He married the queen as he was a Kuzland and became king, and had a human love child with Morrigan, though we still completed the Dark Ritual. Though when in the Dragon Age Keep it says you had a human child with her. But either way, Kieran does have the soul of the old god in this case. Now, if you go near this, Morrigan will flip out on you.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori.
By the way, you can choose to go down the path at any point. Even if you complete all the rituals, you can still choose to go down the hole. Or actually, maybe it's not all the rituals, maybe it's just most. But either way, you can always choose to go back and choose that path. Though I'm not going to in this playthrough. I potentially might in another playthrough. If you guys would like one, that is. Now, I'm usually pretty good at doing all of these, but as you guys can see over here, you will have to jump up on here and continue over there, so do keep note of that. These, yellow tan looking tiles are points of, what do you want to call it? I guess they're neutral areas. You can step on them as much as you want and they don't affect anything. So it allows some help with that part. Now, this specific ritual I've never messed up on, though some of the other ones I have. So I should be able to do all these accurate. There's a couple ways to complete each one of these, kind of obviously, but... Oh, son of a bitch, I totally fucked up. I forgot that I have to get back over there, so... So I'm gonna have to reset it real quick. Ugh, that was embarrassing as all hell. I'll leave a path there. Sorry about that, guys. That's pretty embarrassing. This ritual is honestly one of the easiest, as long as you realize that you have to jump over there too. It can get pretty frustrating if you don't realize that you have to complete over there too.
Time to proceed to the next ritual.
Now, once you complete the ritual, it doesn't matter if you walk over them again. That's kind of obvious. Now, see, this is why you want to walk through every part of the temple. There's codex everywhere, and a lot of dialogue pertains to each one. Now, there is a couple of rooms in the temple, I'm pretty sure, that you have to have the deft hands and fine tools for.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Ondrul's patron animal is the hare. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase. Especially
this bitch.
They happen to be stalking humans.
Humans clash with elves all the time. There's blood on both sides.
I do not favor either. One hears things in an Orlesian court.
An
Many Orlesian
Orlesian
commanders
court?
consider skirmishes against the Dalish excellent sport.
Fucking bitch. Sorry, I really hate that comment. Oh god. I have completed this mission as a Dalish before, though I assure you I'm going to have to do it again for the sake of how much it's pissing me off. Specifically, I'll probably do it in a relationship with Solus if I can convince myself to do it, as Cohen is like everything to me. Now this is the hardest one out of all of them, for obvious reasons that you'll see shortly here. Now, in all honesty, you probably will want to blank it off in the end. I'll show you why shortly. As you're going to have to run back there, and these gates are timed. Ah, shit, I totally forgot that blocked you off. Ugh, sorry, guys. Okay, let's do this again. Let's do this. No, I'm not gonna fuck it up this time, I can assure you that. What? Alright, I guess if you go on the grass there, it blanks it out. Sorry guys, yes. I never did that before. But as you can see, if the gate closes, you have to jump down and you're completely fucked. Just for future reference there. Alright, let's not go on the grass this time. I apologize so much for that. I've never done that before, so... Alright, that one's safe. And we made it over! Good job. Let's go. Oh, I fucked up again. Oh, if that gate would hurry up and close. Hey guys, I fucked up, so.
Yes.
Or did they alter it? No, they didn't. I didn't think so. Oh my god, this is the first time I fucked up on this. I apologize so fucking much. I don't know why I keep fucking it up. No, I did that really fucking weird, but whatever. As I said before, there are multiple ways you can do this. I think I fucked up again. Son of a bitch. Sorry. Ugh.
Yes.
I don't mean to talk to you, damn it. Ugh. All right. Yeah, I see where I keep fucking up on. I have to go on this tile, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and exit here, so... Well, I didn't mean to trigger that, but that doesn't really matter in all honesty. Whatever. Alright. If I fuck it up this time, I'm gonna scream. That's all I gotta say. Alright, yeah, I got it now. Now I just have to wait for this fucking gate to go down. Be nice if you could just jump over it, in all honesty. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry guys again for fucking this up so many times. ADHD. Oh god, this is taking way longer than usual. By the way, pulling it again does absolutely nothing, so don't bother. Since when does this take so long? I know for a fact that you don't have to pull it again. I've done this so many times. They wouldn't change that, would they? Guess they fucking changed it. Go fucking figure. Am I right? Alright, fuck it. Let's scream and die, everyone. Sound good? Or is it just me? Now, I need to start over here, so... one more time. I swear to God that used to time out, but whatever. Because I remember, because you can get stuck behind there, because we did that last time. Remember, guys? We timed out. But whatever, I'll try it. Maybe you can do either. That would make sense, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. I know it times out, too, so.
The ritual is complete.
Done with that bullshit.
Close. There is but one more path to follow.
No, I don't have the patience to go around and down, so I'll risk my health, because God knows I'm not going to need those health potions. Now, is this connected or no? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, I'm already in here, so might as well. Alright, whatever. There we go.
It wants to say something, but I can't hear it.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
Of course Iron Bull disapproves. There it is.
Yes?
I did not talk to you, damn it.
Let's continue.
She's in my way. I wish you could hold her, but sadly that is not an option. To my luck. That was weird. You guys just hear the ritual like make a sound of like recompleting again? There, I know you can get up that way. I've done it before. No, I didn't go in this one before. Or I just didn't loot. Yeah, I didn't.
Who is this meant to be?
Fallon Dean, overseer of funerals and guide to the elven dead. I have heard the Dalish invoke him on their deathbed, or before quests from which they expect no return.
That's not the last thing I want to think of on my deathbed.
Perhaps it was meant to frighten the elves' enemies.
I do not believe they sing songs about Fallon Din's vanity.
Do you know any legends?
It is said Fallon Din's appetite for adulation was so great, he began wars to amass more worshippers. The blood of those who wouldn't bow low filled lakes as wide as oceans. Nethal rallied the gods once the shadow of Fallon Din's hunger stretched across her own people. It was almost too late. Fallon Din only surrendered when his brethren bloodied him in his own temple.
Did ancient elves believe all their gods so terrifying?
Yes, I believe they did.
Makes sense. Gonna save one more time. You save, because why not? Here's some more spoilers. No, just kidding.
What was this chamber used for?
Good question. And some stealthiness here. But you were being watched.
We're being watched.
Perception.
Vernavis. You
are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is
Hear that?
familiar.
One of our own.
How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
No, it is very, very, very even better when you're here with, or you're playing as a Dalish Inquisitor, as he also notes that.
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The
place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
I've never tried to have Solus talk to him.
What is this Vira Balasan exactly?
It is a path. One walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
So, you're elves from ancient times? Before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Alathan?
Nope, this.
The Shemlin did not destroy Alathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over.
Wait, that's not right. What are you saying?
That's why you bring Dorian.
Shemlin history is as short as the pool of your years.
What did the Imperium do then? Are you saying it wasn't a war?
The war of carrion feasting upon a corpse, yes. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vira Belasan must be preserved.
I've never tried this before, but I'll try it.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
Ah, that guy.
We did not come here to fight you, nor to steal from your temple.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal. If these others are enemies of yours,
at this point,
we will
he'll
aid
kill
you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled. Even if I must destroy it myself.
This part.
No!
Morrigan!
This bitch. Now at this moment, here's your guide. Now your guide will move on without you.
Destroyed themselves
So pay attention.
Could that be true? I can hardly believe it.
There is lots and lots and lots of lore and loot back here.
Since Morrigan chased off on her own.
If you want, you also are able to go and help them fight. And they will be your allies. Though it's not required. I recommend rushing ahead of your guys in order to check out all the lore and loot, as your guide will actually get pissy. It's kind of funny.
This place looks untouched.
Because this part is. All of the loot and gold back here is valuable. You can see them dying while you walk past here in safety, and it's rather sad, you know. You have the option to go go in there and help, so. I don't remember, oh yeah, ancient elven text. on one of these walls. Not this one, but... Or that one.
Hensra, Gilas Velathan.
See?
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Ah, there it is. I knew it was around here. Unreadable elven writing. As it's writing there. Just wanted that out of my damn hand. You don't need it in here, so. She also unlocks a room for you to loot, by the way. There's a song / codex to every single dwarven god. Elven god, by the way. Yeah, your guide's kind of slow and hobbly, which helps. Especially in order to loot. She's not up here yet. Yeah, but this is where she's gonna unlock your chest. Somewhere over here. Or a room for treasures for you. Yeah, right here.
Vir Sumiel.
Well, I mean, it's right around here. But yeah, rushing ahead has no downsides to it, so I'd recommend it if you want to loot, because you can get lost pretty easily. Alright. That is your thing, I believe. Maybe. I'm not used to actually walking far enough ahead of her to wait. You can actually feel and see the ground shake from battle here. Here you go, see? Isn't that nice? Save one more time. It's nice to have the elves as allies. They're really good in the fight. Especially when you choose to fight Samson and you didn't complete the quest to potentially destroy the armor. If you're a low level, you did this as soon as possible, or you're just not that good at fighting, you will suffer greatly from that. I'm gonna overwrite that real quick. Now you can open both sides here, by the way. Not that there's a purpose to it, but why not, you know? Get ready for some beautiful, phantasmal shit.
The Well of Sorrows.
So Mithal endures.
It's loud and so cold.
How has such magic lasted?
Now that's not the well. The well's, oh, you can't see it from here.
I want them dead before the master arrives.
Kaltora Virethan.
I will swim if I must. The well
Damn. Yeah, the Venatori are much more savage than the Red Templars.
The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor. The trials you set me, I have overcome. As a courtesy, leave now. Or not at all.
See?
No, Calpurnia. We have things to discuss.
True. I did not think you so civilized. You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge. Power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
Why would Corypheus think entering the Fade will work any better than last time?
Speech without understanding. I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom to try to defeat Corypheus. But you'd still be just a child, playing with a sword. Corypheus will wield it as a master.
Ready? Here's your choice. Kill or tell her. I'm gonna tell her.
Once you've drunk from the well, Corypheus will use a ritual on you. You'll be a mindless tool, enslaved to his will.
That... where I come from, idle tales must be proven.
Here, the page with his binding ritual. You tried it on your master, Erasthenes.
How could you know? And these runes, no one has written in these since... He made so many promises, and everyone alive! Then he did Cavern Vass! He was to give Tevinter a true leader. If Corypheus would misuse me, he'd misuse them too. I was blind.
I still have to destroy you.
That's why you joined Corypheus. To see Tevinter rebuilt.
To see her reborn. Slaves allowed their true potential. Corruption excised. Tevinter was the cradle of civilization. Imagine what her future could be. A crafter of wonders. Standing against the savage Kunari.
I wish
a beacon for
Dorian
all.
would comment on this, but he doesn't.
Perhaps Tevinter does need a strong leader. Be that woman while you can.
You mock me, Inquisitor. As if you'd let me walk away.
It's a good idea. Maker knows we could use a reformer or 10 back home.
If Corypheus triumphs. Listen, if any power can challenge him, it lies in the well. Perhaps its price is too high, but if you can take it, humble him. Vitae Benefaria, Inquisitor. Do not follow us. I will give you some time. I go to confront my master.
I just
Then
realized
I will return to Tevinter.
she
if
wears
there is anything left on me.
the skin that strikes. Just like I do. Without the metal. That's part of the Trespasser DLC outfits. Weird.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is
There's an
despoiled
illusion.
at last.
Notice that?
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon
Hi,
the
Jack.
undeserving.
Sorry, I didn't
You'd let
see
your
that at
people's
first. I was
legacy rot in
focusing
the
on the game.
shadows.
Corypheus needed Calpurnia to use the well. Without her, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
By the way, if you don't side with the Seneschals and Abelas, you will have to kill him in the final battle, and he's an extremely hard boss to kill. And you also will not hear this dialogue, obviously, as he will be dead.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Note that, and remember
Elven
that
such
for
as you?
Trespasser
Yes.
DLC.
Such as I.
This is important, right there.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Via Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The
You
Via
also find
Belasan
out
may
the
be too
price
much
from
for a
this
mortal
guy.
to comprehend.
If you kill him, you don't know the price until it's too late.
Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Morgan.
Bound to a goddess
Ugh.
who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Ignorant bitch.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Think about this, Morgan. If he was bound by Mythal and she was dead, would they still be bound?
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Keywords.
Murder?
Remember that.
I said
Trespasser
nothing
DLC.
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Via Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are
Remember
places
that.
the Shemlin have not touched.
The Imperium went to great lengths to expunge Elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
They might. Would it hurt to try?
It very well may, Shemlin. Yes. It may be that only Uthenra awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Thank you for this gift, Abelas.
Do not thank me yet, Shemlin.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
If you're a Dalish Inquisitor, you can say, I heard what you said.
His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
Yeah, but if you're a Dalish elf, you can comment on that and say, I heard what you said, and that was very
You'll
kind.
note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Son
Is
of a
it still a
bitch.
threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
This is where it's good to have the arcane knowledge perk.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends.
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
And, okay, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Okay. By the way, you'll find out later whether she really wanted this to happen or not. You'll find out pretty momentarily. You don't have to wait for the trespasser for that.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
You can recommend various companions for this, by the way. I don't know if you can actually recommend anyone else aside from Solus or Dorian, as I've never really had any other companions that I could recommend for it. And each companion will give you their opinion on whether or not who you think should do it, or who they think should do it.
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
What about you, Dorian?
This one is great.
A human from Tevinter scoops up the last bits of elven knowledge? I know why you ask. I know it's important, but I can't be that man.
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making
You can comment
use of the
again
well
on this
for
bit as a
everyone.
Dalish elf, as
Let
it's your
me
history, your
drink.
people.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
See, you can use your arcane knowledge there.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
So many voices. They would be in your head, talking over you. You don't want them.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Now, for reasons that you'll find out later, I'm going to drink it. And also, a very, very minor spoiler for the Trespasser DLC. Drinking the well for yourself will help you a great deal for it. I'm not telling you how or why, but you'll see.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge
I
you
think
can
it's
understand
funny how
and let
Solus
the rest go to
disapproves
waste.
when frickin' he's the one who was so pissed off. Now Iron Bowl approves, Sarah greatly disapproves, Dorian slightly disapproves, Cassandra slightly improves. But, I mean, Solus was calling her a beast waiting to pry upon a feast, yet he wanted her to use it. Great, right?
The Inquisition needs you. Corypheus still endangers us all.
Her bitch face. If this was the old Origins Morrigan, she'd cut me down and take it for herself.
Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
No, this is, like, seriously one of the most beautiful, happy moments. It's way better if you're a Dalish, though, but just look at it. So beautiful, so happy, blissful, peaceful. I just like how she doesn't drink it, she just swims in it. See how happy it makes her? Now she drinks from it.
am I here? Corypheus, a Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him.
Hey, now I'm gonna let you guys in on a spoiler slash really cool insight. Now, I don't have I'm not exactly sure how to do it, but this right here, this unintelligible whispering, is one of those examples of, I can't think of what it's called right now, but when a dialogue is played backwards and integrated into a forward-playing thing, if you listen to this backwards, the unintelligible voices here give you hints at what Dragon Age Inquisition is about. You can look it up on YouTube. I know there's another lady out there who came up with the idea and showed it off. I would do it myself, but sadly I'm not exactly sure how you play audio backwards, but, well, at least for a video. Anyways, I highly recommend you guys look that up. It's going to be an amazing insight and it'll make you very happy.
If you can help me vanquish Corypheus, take whatever price you wish.
There goes the voices.
Inquisitor! Inquisitor!
Why is it in this one that Solus calls after you? Dorian always calls after me. That upsets me greatly. Now watch this.
Do you feel?
Just watch this. She's like, just... She's so happy and blissful and peaceful. For obvious reasons, make sure you go and talk to all your companions afterwards. By the way, there's this person right here that's gonna show up in the well. That is not your Inquisitor naked, by the way. Now, in every instance, it just happens that she looks just like my Inquisitor. But no, she always looks the same. It is not, in fact, my Inquisitor. It's the last will of Mythal saving me. Sorry guys if you can hear a background noise of a vacuum, is for some reason my grandma thought now would be a wonderful happy time to run a vacuum. Because logic, am I right? Now after this there's obviously a cutscene, then there's a bit where you're supposed to go to the war table. I'll do that and then I'll do the mission that comes afterwards and talk to the companions, and then I'll end this broadcast. Everyone's like, oh shit, is she coming or not?
It is done.
By the way, if you think about it, with this ability, the Inquisitor has the ability, she has the knowledge, power, and everything else to open every possible mirror key. As she basically has the powers of
pleased to report
the old gods.
Battle, Inquisitor. When you went
Well,
through that
specifically
mirror,
the old
Corypheus
gods and the
his
ancient
archdemon
elves.
fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then
why would he
Corypheus
care?
is finished. If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
Here you go.
He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
Now, At this point, even if you are a Dalish elf, it still comes out as a whisper to you. And by the way, I personally have never had Morrigan drink out of the will. As personally, I rarely ever play as a human. I've always played as a Dalish elf, and you know, it's just such an important call to history. I think if anyone deserves to have that knowledge, it'd be a Dalish elf, especially one trying to restore the lore and teach as much as they would. I've always encouraged Solus to teach the other elves the knowledge, as he seems extremely racist against them.
It's voices, whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on
Bitch.
her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been
Exactly.
forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master?
Liliana knows how
I
she
told
used
you
to
what the
be.
well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Ha!
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but where there's dragon...
There is a way, but I'll need Morrigan's help.
The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
I love her bitchiness.
I don't think certain is the right word.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Ah. I'm going to start by talking to all my companions.
At your order. It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
Now that sounds more dangerous than anything I've done so far.
And there is the wits that reassures us. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
I hope you're not going anywhere after I stop Corypheus.
Far from it. Oh, if you'll have me, there's so much more the Inquisition can do. Farewell, my lady. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
Yeah, that's what people say when you die.
It's good to see you.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged.
Any visiting dignitary?
The Navarran minister was greatly impressed during his visit. Considering I've never seen him smile before, we should consider it a coup.
What brightened the minister's spirits?
I believe he finds something romantic about our attempt to slay Corypheus' dragon.
He should join us.
We could extend the minister an invitation the next time we root around for a high dragon.
But I killed them all
Please
already.
Don't. He might take you up on it.
I wish. That'd be so badass. Alright.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
I figured he'd say something, maybe not.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an ancient rune where you consumed a pool of elfiness, and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. Want to discuss something normal? I read you. That's a pretty common reaction.
Yeah,
Go
those
ahead.
both lower Varric's approval of you, so I'm not going to, but... Yeah, that's all he's gonna say on the subject. Time to get yelled at by Solus. By the way, if you don't bring him along, he said, Why didn't you take me along? I could have warned you about the dangers. I could have, and then he's like, well, I suppose it's too late now. That's if you drink for it. I'm not sure about Morrigan.
Why did you do it? I warned you not to.
Solus.
You gave yourself into the service of an ancient elven god.
What does that mean exactly?
You are Mythal's creature now. Everything you do, whether you know it or not, will be for her. You have given up a part of yourself.
You don't even believe in the ancient elven gods.
I don't believe they were gods, no, but I believe that they existed. Something existed to start the legends. If not gods, then mages. Or spirits. Or something we've never seen.
You'll figure that out
And
soon.
you are bound to one of them now. I suppose it is better you have the power than Corypheus. Which leads to the next logical question. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I'll make the world better. I'll restore what was. I'll rely on those I trust, one thing at a time. One of those.
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but
Of course he'd be a
ultimately
bitch
mistake.
about it.
Why?
Because while one selfless woman may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
What, never? I will still lead. We will.
I trust my friends.
I know that mistake well enough to carve the angles of her face from memory.
Why is this so important to you?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me.
This
You must
conversation.
not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrifice to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power.
This conversation
That, at least, we may
right
still
here is
recover.
way better
With luck,
when you're in a relationship
Some
with
of the
Solus.
past may yet survive.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now. My friend,
I need to know more about
you have waylaid all his other plans. Now, as a pet, he ready for anything. He still believes himself a god, and gods do not.
We'll talk like.
Goodbye.
Oh, by the way, if you can see, he almost finished his mural. As you can see, it's relied heavily on elven lore. As you can see, that basically is the essentials there. And I'll start by going up, up, and away. Whoa.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done, if we're still alive.
Sorry, Dorian's my best
All
friend.
talk
I
of how
absolutely love
terribly
him.
wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
That elf, Abelas. He said the Imperium wasn't what destroyed the elves. My people would never accept that. It would reduce us to scavengers, destroy our legacy no matter how terrible. We should accept it. Take our history down a peg. Confront the legacy hanging over us like a shroud. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Depression time.
You seem very interested in my opinions.
I should go.
You know where I'll...
Let me turn in this shit real quick. Or not.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
I hear... I seriously hate how she says that, but she doesn't give me anything. Anyways, time to talk to Vivian. She's gonna get mad at me, probably.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear?
Or maybe not. She
How
might
do
be
you
happy.
feel? It's not every day one absorbs ancient elven magic.
I've never felt better. I feel ready to take on Corypheus.
Glad to hear it, my dear. No doubt there will be side effects later, but one thing at a time. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done well. I will be proud to fight alongside you when the time comes.
You know, I wish I would have brought Vivian along. I'd like to ask her if she should do it, because, you know, she'd be like, fuck yeah, power!
I always have time for you, my dear.
By the way, I have max friendship with every single ally. Sorry again, still sick. Oh god, it hurts so much. Oh god, the pain. It's time to talk to Liliana. She'd come over here. Hey, Lily. Okay.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Now, personally, I always make Liliana divine because I share her views, so I'm going to do that again. You also have the option to suggest Vivian to become divine, which, of course, she's going to restore the circles. But the first mage divine really shakes shit up, huh? And Cassandra, if you do her quest with the Seekers, can undo the Rite of Tranquility, though she can do that either way.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. The Chantry was a beacon of hope to me once, you know. In my years at Lothering's Chantry,
if you chose
we turned no one away
if you
from
choose
our doors.
no here
It was a
now, you
refuge,
block off
a
the
place
chance
of
to
peace.
support Liliana, by the way.
I felt the Maker's presence and his love, even when they told me he'd left us. This is the Chantry I know. The Chantry I wish the world to see.
The world could certainly use the force for good you describe.
Yes, the Chantry should be a force for good instead of what it is. The Chantry dictated where it should have inspired. It spoke of judgment instead of acceptance. It should encourage the good in everyone, rather than rebuke us for our sins. No one should be turned away from our doors. No one is without worth. Whoever you are, whatever your mistakes, you are loved.
By the way, I softened Liliana.
Shall burn an unquenchable flame.
By the way, I softened Liliana in her personal quest rather than Hardeners, and that does affect the outcome at the end.
So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
Can we prepare for flaming seas? Maybe collect all the snow from the frostbacks, just in case?
I'll see what I can do. I
She
have
takes it seriously. That's the best part.
I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corypheus missed.
Hopefully.
Anything to give us an edge.
By the way, if you miss any codex or lore, you can go to the merchant in Valroyo to purchase it.
Anything I should know?
It's been a long road, but we're nearing the end. Calpurnia's loss has left the Venatori demoralized. They'll be easy to eliminate.
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars the people trust the Templars.
Yeah, I already know that. Alright. Time to go see Cully Wooly. Gotta love making the rounds, am I right? You know, I totally forgot that I could have just jumped down from the very top here. I'm used to seeing Liliana first, then making my way down, so that's why I didn't at first. Since I'm in a relationship with Cullen, I'm gonna save here real quick, as I assume there might be something special there with that. Yeah.
The wall before me is shadow, yet
There
shall
will
the
be.
Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you?
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
See, yeah.
You're afraid?
Of course I am. Corypheus possessed that Grey Warden at Mythal. What more is he capable of? It's only a matter of time before he retaliates. We must draw strength wherever we can. When the time comes, you will be thrown into his path again. Andraste, preserve me. I must send you to him.
I want to cry. Oh god, see, this is why I wanted to save. I always say I have good luck, but like, I kind of want to say that. Damn it.
There's nothing to worry about. I have luck on my side. Remember.
I need to reassure him.
That's less comforting than I'd hoped. Whatever happens, you will come back.
Is that so? You're still worried? Yes, I will. God damn it.
I certainly hope so.
The thought of losing you. I can't.
God damn it, that's so fucking emotional. I want to cry. By the way, in all honesty, out of all of the relationships I've ever experienced throughout this, Cullen's is the most intensely emotional, deep, caring out of all of them.
Cross the veil and the fade, and all the stars of the sky.
This is a special one. For Cabot. I'd appreciate it first on your rounds.
Ah, crap, that's not what I meant to select. By the way, I have all the seeds.
Yes, and I would appreciate if it were first.
Which fucking one?
It's out of the way. There would be extra Inquisitor. We are groaning with resentment.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to say anything. Alright, I'll talk to Morrigan while I'm here. I'm pretty sure he can talk. Actually, you know, hold up.
I heard reports of the events at the Temple of Mythal, Inquisitor.
Oh god.
Sounds magnificent. I hope we can explore it fully once Corypheus is defeated.
The Temple of Mythal held knowledge safe for untold centuries. It would be tragic to lose it.
Indeed. The Maker made the elves, as he did all children of this world. Any knowledge preserved by ancient elves in that temple could help us understand him better. But of course, all that must wait until Corypheus himself is defeated. Was there anything else, Inquisitor?
That's it. I already know how the people are. I already completed every quest. Every side quest, everything. The only reason I still have some things in my journal is just, you know, freaking like, requisitions, but, you know, those are endless.
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
She was chasing Kieran.
She said he activated the mirror somehow, and then she ran into it. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I'll find help, Inquisitor.
I'll do this real quick. I can still talk to the companions afterwards, so... Yeah, I already knew this was gonna happen. But don't worry, I'm not blocked off from anything from until you complete this quest right here. You're fine. You can just complete this part and then not have to continue on with going to the location to do what you need to do afterwards. I can assure you that. But time for some amazing, fantabulous spoilers.
Wait, this isn't the crossroads. This is the Fade. How did the Illuvian lead here? Can it go anywhere?
It gets even better with this upcoming part once you fucking reach Trespasser DLC. I'm so excited to show you guys it. For every possible reason, as you can tell, it is seriously the best thing ever. I honestly have no fear of saying that the Trespasser DLC alone is almost better plot-wise and story-wise than the entire rest of the Inquisition game and other DLC combined. So if that doesn't convince you, then nothing will. But seriously, if you can't play it or own it,
Kieran before it's too late.
I will show you it in all its glory, again and again.
Why would Kieran do this? How could he do this? We stand in the Fade. To direct the Illuvian here would require immense power.
Good thing Corypheus isn't here.
If he is lost to me now after all I have sacrificed...
See how much she's changed with Kieran? I want to know what she's like without him, honestly. I've never tried it. This is too convenient. He could be anywhere. We'll find him. I want to try this. I've never tried it before.
Rather convenient. This happened just as I needed to speak with you.
Yes, cleverly lure you into the Fade. My master stroke. You drank from the well, Inquisitor. What do the voices tell you now?
Nothing. They're completely silent.
You'll understand why shortly.
It is my doing. I set him on this path. Please, help me look, Inquisitor. Just a little longer.
See how well Kieran changes her? Now this quest doesn't actually take that long, and it doesn't require that much exploring. So, have no fear. Not fear. Have no fear to fear. I want to say there was a codex in here somewhere, but maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah. Either that or I didn't reach it yet. You already saw there's a couple of loot. Yeah. It's down here somewhere that there should be more codex. Note the red lyrium. In the Fade. The Fade is shaped by the world around it or near it. You can only travel so far in the Fade based on what you've seen. If you've stayed, for example, if you've been nowhere but one room in your entire life, then you can't explore any part of the Fade beyond that room. You must have knowledge of other places, so notice that this is an inconvenient part of the Fade. Notice that rift over there? Looks like the breach, huh? Take note. I can't exactly tell you what explanation there is for that, as the breach is currently closed, but maybe just maybe it's a spoiler.
That's... No. It can't be.
If you played Dragon Age 2, you'll know right away who exactly that is and why Morgan's freaked out.
Mother!
Old God Soul Boy. I don't know how this plays out if he doesn't have the Old God Soul, by the way.
Now, isn't this a surprise?
So this is all some kind of family reunion.
Mother, daughter, grandson. The brother warms the heart.
I love her
Kieran is not
personality and humor.
Let him go.
As if I were holding the boy hostage. She's always been ungrateful, you see.
Ungrateful? I know how you plan to extend your life, wicked crone. You will not have me, and you will not have my son.
Oh, be a good lass and restrain her.
note this here. Important.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Of
Notice
course
how
you
her
know.
face lit up
You
with the
drank from
markings?
the well, did you not?
You are Mythal.
But dude, that's impossible. Release me. Pleased to meet you, she is.
You are. It's very nice to finally meet you.
That reaction
You
is so
see,
much
girl,
better
Those are manners.
when
as
you're
you
a day with
require
Shelf.
a demonstration.
Ah, Dragon
require
Age
nothing
Inquisition.
from you but your death.
You
Dragon
tried
Age
that
Origins.
once already, and
Dialogue
see how
combo.
far it got you.
By the way, Morgan knows about how she plans to extend her life.
Sorry, Mother. I heard her calling
Part
to me.
because
She said
when I was
now was
in
the time.
Origins, I chose to complete her quest to get her
I do
mother's
not
grimoire.
understand.
Once I was
By
but a
killing her,
woman,
not through
crying
peaceful
out
means.
in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
See how this relates to Flemeth's story?
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She just
She
said
is
that.
a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest.
Sounds like Anders and
What
Justice,
do the
huh?
voices tell you?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning.
Cough cough,
A
beginning of
herald
the
indeed.
Trespasser DLC.
Shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth. and
Hi, Stacy.
I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
This is way better when you're a day with Shelf, by the way.
Why did Mythal come to you?
Because it's like, oh my god, I'm
For
meeting
a
my god.
reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
Does it matter?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged. Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
Oh, the ship, Flemeth says.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal. That's what you spoke of.
Bum,
One day
bum, bum.
someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly.
No
But
doubt.
yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
Grey Warden,
I nudge
Hawk.
history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
She always is.
I presume you know what we're up against.
Better than you could possibly imagine.
So will you help us?
Once I have what I came for.
No. I will not allow it.
He carries a piece of what once was, snatched from the jaws of darkness.
The old god
You
soul.
know this.
He is not your pawn, Mother. I will not let you use him.
Have you not used him? Was that not your purpose? The reason you agreed to his creation?
The dark ritual.
Now he is my son. Flemeth extends her life by possessing the bodies of her daughters, Inquisitor.
That's the Black
That was
Grimoire?
the fate she intended for me. I thwarted her, and now she intends to have Kieran instead.
Wait, the way she talked about Kieran...
I am not the only one carrying the soul of a being long thought lost.
The soul of the
He is
Archdemon.
more than that, Mother.
As am I. Yet do you hear me complain? Our destinies are not so easily avoided, dear girl.
Mother, I have to.
You do not belong to her, Kieran. Neither of us do.
If Kieran is so special, why did you wait until now to come for him?
I did not know where he was. Morrigan cleverly hid him from me. Until now.
Dragon Age Origins, you mean, but yeah, you don't, get
Be
this
thankful
without
you
it.
did not drink. Imagine, bound to your dear mother for eternity.
If you watch the rest of my this live stream, you can see just how much Kieran affects her. It's really crazy.
You're going to steal the body of a young boy.
If my daughter believes it, then it must be so.
Her personality is
Kieran,
annoying and great at the same time. You'll never get over it.
As you wish. Hear my proposal, dear girl. Let me take the lad.
Exactly.
and you
It's
are
nice
free
to know
of me
someone else
forever.
understands that opinion.
I will never interfere with or harm you again. Or
Just
keep
wait
the
till
lad
you
with
see her
you,
response. This is how much
and
Kieran
you will
changed
never
her.
be safe from me. I will have my due.
He returns with me.
Decided so quickly.
Do whatever you wish. Take over my body now if you must, but Kieran will be free of your clutches. I am many things, but I will not be the mother you were to me.
My life story in a nutshell. Bum bum bum. Little insight on that, I'm adopted. For similar reasons. Not corruption and stealing bodies, but just bad family relations.
No more dreams?
No more dreams.
And the old god's soul has been taken.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me. As for you, Inquisitor, there is an ancient altar deep within a shaded wood. Go to it. Summon the dragon that is its guardian. Master it in combat, and it is
This part
yours
is
to
so
command against
badass.
Corypheus. Fail and die.
Wait!
She's like, nah. Why would I? You don't get to talk to me now, you ungrateful child. Her personality in a nutshell. Am I right? Me too. She did a really good job, especially with the dramatic flair and the, well, specifically in Origins, the, like, crazy old lady, like, but once you see her, once her body is refined, and it just really fits her personality in all aspects. I agree with that. Whew. Exactly. I'm gonna go finish talking to my companions real quick before I complete this quest. It's not gonna take that long. I only have the peoples in the tavern and Cassandra, so pretty quick. Achoo.
Are you alright, Kieran? You are not hurt?
I feel lonely.
Must feel lonely not to have another soul in your body to talk to anymore.
She wanted
Makes sense.
the old god soul all along.
She did suggest the
Is it
ritual.
worth reminding myself that perhaps I do not know everything after all? My mother has the soul of an elven goddess.
All I can imagine is just Alistair
truly was,
responding to this.
and her plans.
Morgan admits not knowing everything.
Unknown
Ha!
to me.
You truly had no idea what she was?
I knew she kept the truth from me. I even suspected she was not truly human, but this... I always thought the so-called elven gods were little more than glorified rulers, but now... I have doubt. And doubt is... an uncomfortable thing, Inquisitor.
Yep.
I
true
suppose
that.
I should be thankful you drank from the well. Eternal servitude to Mother would not be my first choice.
I think every child can agree, but that would be a
So
terrible
Kieran had
idea.
the soul of an old god.
Taken from the archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
But why did you...
I told you at the temple, the magic of old must be preserved, no matter how feared. Kieran had a destiny, and now it is in Flemeth's hands. I suppose we shall see what she does with it.
Wonder what Kieran would have done with it.
I must admit, I still can't quite believe what happened.
It is as if something from ancient times stretched a skeletal hand into our present.
Skeletal?
Of course.
Skeletal?
The same could be said of Corypheus.
Oh my god. Skeletal. I'm gonna start saying that now, especially in school. Just gonna drive my history teacher nuts. And my science teacher.
Mother
That's the fun part.
You must summon a dragon at an ancient altar.
Skeletal.
Do you know where that is?
I think so. It's a place dedicated to Mythal.
Yep.
As no doubt is the guardian you must battle. Pray my mother has not led you astray, Inquisitor. She is not above doing so for her own amusement.
And that's why we love her. Go Flemeth. Pushing and shoving heroes in the right direction. Since, 927 Dragon or something around there. Don't really remember how many years passed since then. I'm 17, by the way.
Mother must be very pleased. The Herald of Andraste, leader of the Inquisition, at her personal beck and call. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
Perhaps she's influenced more than just what happened at the temple.
With
Yep.
Corypheus, you mean?
He does have that elven orb.
Which he had to acquire somewhere. Yes, I see.
Just wait until we
It's hard to
complete the
imagine
game.
her
We'll figure that
motivation
out.
for doing so. Then again, everything about her is hard to imagine.
There's a short
I
cutscene
suppose we
after
have little
the
choice but to
credits in the
proceed
final
and
game,
be
which
thankful she
explains a
assisted
little
us at
bit
all.
about the orb.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is. I am uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. This? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her
Thank the
daughters.
warden for that.
Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth
Right?
to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
Ha!
So what
Figures.
do you intend to do now?
Now, I will take Kieran and leave.
Bye.
Where I will go
I'm
is
just
uncertain.
kidding.
I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have plans for me. You are her servant, but I am her daughter. I doubt
Are you
she
saying
will
you
let
have
me
played
slip
DLCs, or are
from
you
her
asking
clutches.
me?
Whatever
I did a
happens,
live
I
stream
wish you
on
well in
the
coming battle,
entire
Inquisitor.
Descent DLC, where you go to the deep roads, and I will...
I'd like to know more
I have
about
in the
you.
past done
If you have
videos
questions,
of
then
the
ask.
Trespasser DLC, though I'm going
I'll
to
leave you-
redo the whole thing via live stream, as the videos just didn't go right. Okay. Oh yeah, I just said that. I'm sure you heard it though. You're just, you know, lag typing. Bleh. Talk to my companions real quick and then we'll get that going.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
Yeah, right.
He'll hide. What other choice does he have?
Yeah, we already know he's not gonna.
Do not underestimate Corypheus.
I can't believe that's a choice.
And you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
You're probably right.
It wouldn't be any fun if all this was over so soon.
Corypheus believes himself a god. Pride alone demands he not slink off into the shadows. I have faith you will be victorious even so.
Heck yeah. Gotta love friendship.
Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
Us being friends, impossible. She'll be divine, I have plans, don't jinx it. Now if you say this, she'll get all pissy because I already supported Liliana's divine, so don't do it.
We still have to beat Corypheus.
I have not forgotten. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter.
No rest for the wicked.
You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
It's so annoying how they all, like, say goodbye. I mean, just wait until the Trespasser DLC. We's all gonna be partying. And why did she have to leave me over here? Oh well, I can talk to Blackwall now. Or should I say Tom Renier?
Corypheus is able to possess Grey Wardens, or so I hear. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real Warden.
We would have left you behind trying to defend her. A very good
It's
thing.
a blessing. Warden or not, I'd hate to be on the other side of your blade.
My friend.
Going up against a Darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
Nothing.
If you want more on Corypheus, I recommend you guys play the Legacy DLC for Dragon Age 2, as that's where Hawk and Varric, you know, actually kill Corypheus. Now, I'm not really sure how that comes about if you haven't played the Legacy DLC, as it is a DLC and not, oh crap, I forgot I have to go back there. But like, as it's not required or part of the game, like, Hawk comes into the game no matter what. Varric brings Hawk, so what the hell is the reason why? I should really look it up or figure it out, but as I played the Legacy DLC, it's not possible for me to not do it.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Craig.
Can you think of any other tasks?
Most of our people were at the... I've still got a few, though. I can send them around to rattle sword. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers and...
Alright, time to talk to Bull.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon.
Haha, here we go.
That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I've been waiting for the chance to pay that bastard back.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Me too. Time to talk to Sarah and Cole, and then we shall go to the altar. Let's see if she updated anything since then. Probably. Another existential crisis. Nah, she didn't add anything. Weird. Oh, by the way, you know how in Sarah's book she says, like, I'll just show you guys real quick. She wants a lizard. See, lizard, scratched out, rough and weird. Now, by the way, most people didn't notice, but she did get her lizard. It's right there, up there on that log, in case you can't see. And that's true, too. It suits him very well. But yeah, see, the lizard's right up there on the log. It's kind of upsetting that most people don't notice it, but thought I'd point it out. It's pretty cool and badass.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Sarah, I don't know what reaction you want, but can this be it so we can be done?
All right. So maybe it's still you.
My
Someone
Inquisitor's
needs to do
personality.
I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrow. Who hears that and thinks, well, dunk a butt, let's have a go? Even mad old Abelard said
that?
elves destroyed themselves. The only believable bit in a sea of clear demon bait. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
How was aiming an arrow at my face a test?
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack. Sounds stupid to say it out loud.
Fair enough, Sarah.
I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
Don't say that. She'll get pissed off.
So your main takeaway is that elves worshipped demons?
Well, they never call them that, yeah? But that's what it had to be. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods. And the Maker. No matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons.
Wait till we get to the Trespasser DLC, right? Sarah. I agree, it was all lies. I believe it's all true, but what if some of it is true? And she'll get pissed off either way.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
I believe it's all true, but I'm not going to say that.
You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird. If that's all it takes, Carifi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
Yeah, I usually get her pissed off, but I tried very hard to keep her positive.
It's not as if it matters what I believe. I've already denied being the herald.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying.
I might have just lost her fucking
so long as we kill Carifi
approval.
Fish. Whatever.
It's easy to check real quick. Just talk to her again.
Her gracious lady bit.
Yeah, I didn't then, since I can still ask her for roof time.
I'll be back.
Cool. I thought I did for sure, but yay! Time to talk to Cole, and then we're good with talking to everyone, and then we can go fight the fucking dragon. No, not you, damn it. Okay. Cole. Seriously love this dude.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't.
Poor kid. So
That's
confused.
Why he always felt wrong. Like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
Yeah, I support Liliana personally. It's confusing will kill him, give me both.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
At this moment, your Inquisitor's like, is he gonna fucking jump off? To see if he dies and comes back?
Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
This part really fucks me up.
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father.
By the way, choosing whether or not you make Cole more human or more like a spirit has a big impact on Trespasser DLC, and you guys are going to be pretty fucking excited to see what making him more human looks like. You guys are going to lose your shit. So badass.
I said, thank you.
God, that shit's depressing.
Thank you.
Yeah, see? I saved Cole. Ah, fuck. Whoa, okay, that was a weird loading glitch. Alright. I'm gonna double check, talk to him real quick to make sure he's not gonna say any more weird shit that I'll miss. And then we shall go.
He meant to watch forever. He called himself Sorrow.
I knew he was gonna say something like that.
Goodbye.
Ablos, his name means sorrow, if you bring solace along.
He wrote it in the snow.
Alright, that's all he's gonna say on the Mythal Temple. Okay, figures. Alright, I'm going to make another save real quick, and then we shall go here. Alright, I'm taking Dorian, Cole, and Blackwall. I kind of feel like taking Iron Bowl, but Blackwall's comment afterwards is pretty fucking great. I'm sure Bowles is too, of course. I mean, you know, it's a dragon. In all honesty, I very well might just do this quest again. I mean, as high as my combat skills are, it wouldn't take that long at all. I could get it done before we hit 3 hours easily. Maybe even done before 50, though I'm not going to push it. Not with the loading time and dialogue and bleh. I could if I skipped the dialogue.
It's calling to you.
Are you certain it's still in one piece?
I'm sure it's here. Just keep an eye out.
Oh, I wonder what it could be. The giant freaking only thing here. Dragon Lady.
This is all that's left of the altar.
Really depressing.
We few who travel far, call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear.
I'm here, Flemeth, just as you told me. If I must master a dragon to fight Corypheus, then send it.
Now this option with the altar only occurs if you drink from the well. If you don't drink from the well and Morrigan does, Flemeth teaches her how to shapeshift into a dragon. Yes! My babe! Fucking love this shit right here. Hi! Okay then. The nice part is this dragon doesn't fly around. And by the way, I'm not giving two shits about my companions, because I know I don't need them. Hey. Come on now. Kitty's amulet. Or Kitty's collar. Fuck. Best fucking loot in the game. Oh, come here. There we go. Badass motherfucking part right here. Let us go. Everyone's like, the fuck? It's like, alright then, let us back away slowly. Look at Cole, who backs away like that. Corypheus isn't the only one who can embed part of itself in the dragon. Bye-bye. Blackwell's comment.
Seen it. I wouldn't have believed it.
You stared it down. You actually stared it down.
It will come when I summon it. Once. That's enough to fight Corypheus, however. I have my dragon.
Now you find Corypheus, before he finds you.
Alright. Now, Doom Upon the World is the very last quest of the entire game. Now, I would do that tonight, but I'm not going to. Specifically because of the endgame cutscene and Trespasser DLC, so I shall do that tomorrow. Or, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, cool. Totally feels like Sunday today, I don't know why. Anyways, I shall load this video quick, save, and then end this cast. Hope you guys enjoyed all this fancy blah blah shit. Now this ended up to be a super freaking long broadcast, but it's a super freaking long quest, and I aim to please. I show everyone everything that they can possibly see in each mission, aside from showing both ends of the choices, though I have done that before too. Which I very well might do at this time, maybe, we'll see. Depends. If you guys want me to show you the other options, I can, such as when Morrigan drinks from the well. That's why you make saves. Nice meeting you too, Stacy Wade. Anyways, it is time to say goodbye for today. Time for Dragon to quench the flame of the mighty beast and say goodbye. Watch out.